SCP-3178. Object Class, Safe. Special Containment Procedures. All known instances of SCP-3178 are to be stored in the standard crates provided in Sector 457 of Site-77. SCP-3178 instances are not to be removed from the crates without the authorization from a Level 3 researcher. The opening of SCP-3178 packets is to strictly be in a secured standard humanoid containment unit within a different building from which tests of SCP-3178 are conducted. Personnel performing laboratory testing of SCP-3178 are required to wear a hazmat suit equipped with a self-contained breathing apparatus. Non-laboratory testing is to be performed on D-Class personnel. Relating to Incident 3178-F, all test subjects are to be restricted of movement when escorted. Researchers are advised to leave their wallets outside their testing area when testing SCP-3178, TTT. Description: SCP-3178 is seasoning which consists of the composition normally found in factory-made monosodium glutamate with the addition of an unidentified substance. SCP-3178 instances are found consistently 2,700 mg per 4x4 cm packets in the 12x16 cm packaging of instant noodles, specifically with the flavor of brand potato chips. There are no records stating that the respective manufacturing companies have collaborated in the past. At present, the Foundation is in possession of 18,010 instances of SCP-3178. The main anomalous effects of SCP-3178 manifests when it is ingested. During consumption, individuals will experience intense euphoria from the balanced flavor of SCP-3178. Test subjects report feeling hungrier the more intense the amount of SCP-3178 are added to the food. Approximately 1 hour after ingestion, the consumer will experience fatigue, lightheadedness, and balding of the eyebrows. When deprived of SCP-3178, individuals will experience an anomalous withdrawal symptom designated as SCP-3178-2. Refer to test logs for further information. Continued consumption of SCP-3178 leads to the steady decrease of the consumer's intelligence. Further studies reveal that SCP-3178 consumers lose the part of the brain essential to the sense of individuality, creativity, and critical thinking. The loss of these crucial pieces of the mind leaves the consumer extremely susceptible to herd mentality and manipulation. Long-term consumers of SCP-3178 are unable to question nor deny any given information despite how unlikely it is to be true. Testing reveals that consumers of SCP-3178 report on being able to perceive small humanoids designated as SCP-3178-1. The entities are described to have the anatomical structure of a malnourished toddler with facial creases. SCP-3178-1 is able to physically affect its surrounding, proving that its existence is not a hallucination induced by SCP-3178. SCP-3178-1 instances are reported to be able to hide in and travel through gaps as little as 3 cm wide without difficulty. If SCP-3178-1 travels or hides in a smaller gap, the object will tumble or collapse depending on the balance. Due to the loyalty of SCP-3178-1 instances to consumers of SCP-3178 and its tendency to take personal belongings, as observed in the Incident 3178-C, Dr. Schroeder theorizes that the role of SCP-3178-1 is to gather enough wherewithal for the purchase of SCP-3178. As of present, it is confirmed that a manifestations of SCP-3178-1 occurs the same time as a packet of SCP-3178 is opened. The capture of loose SCP-3178-1 instances is currently pending until research concerning alternative methods of perceiving SCP-3178-1 is concluded, plus Test Log 3178-01, Test Log 3178-01, Log Format, Subject, Time of Deprivation, Detail, Result, Note, Experiment 3178-01.11, Subject, D9382-03, Time of Deprivation, 4 hours 35 minutes, detail, subject is given a meal of store-bought instant ramen, result, subject makes complaints of the meal. Tasting bland. Dr. Schroeder refuses subject's request of condiments. Subject does not finish his meal, note, n/id, experiment 3178-01.12, subject, D9382-03, time of deprivation, 8 hours 8 minutes, detail, subject is given a meal of homemade noodle soup. The use of additional condiments is permitted, result, subject added approximately 56 grams of table salt and 56 grams of black pepper into the meal. Complaints of the meal tasting bland are still made despite the amount of condiments added. Subject does not finish his meal, note, 56 grams is the approximate maximum amount of seasoning that fills the volume of the container, experiment 3178-01.13, subject, D9382-03, time of deprivation, 18 hours 45 minutes, detail, subject is given a meal of Indian curry. The use of additional condiments and seasonings is permitted, result, subject adds approximately 56 grams of table salt, 56 grams of black pepper, 85 grams of dry chili powder, and 85 grams of garlic powder. Despite the addition, subject has not stopped complaining about the meal being bland. Subject barely touches his meal, note, subject's attention to the condiments and seasonings is limited to those in powder structure. A theory of Dr. Schroeder suggests subject is unintentionally attempting to find a replacement for SCP-3178, experiment 3178-01.14, subject, D9382-03, time of deprivation, 22 hours 3 minutes, detail, subject is given a meal of restaurant-bought burger and fries. The use of additional condiments is limited to those in the form of sauce, result, subject is agitated. Requests of other seasoning has been denied. After pointless bargaining with Dr. Schroeder, subject begins to collect dirt found under the furniture and in the corners of the room. Subject proceeds to season his meal with the collected dirt. Data redacted, note, it is known that subject has a severe allergy to dust. Experiments are postponed until subject's health is fully restored, experiment 3178-01.15, subject, D9382-03, time of deprivation, 46 hours 39 minutes, detail, subject is given a cup of coffee. The use of additional condiments and seasonings is permitted, result, subject completely ignores the coffee and consumes approximately 30 grams of table salt, 22 grams of black pepper, 40 grams of chili powder, and 25 grams of red pepper powder. Despite subject's body responding accordingly, subject claims not to be able to taste anything, note, experiments are postponed until subject's health is fully restored, experiment 3178-01.16, subject, D9382-03, time of deprivation, 94 hours 10 minutes, detail, subject is given a meal of restaurant-bought steak and mashed potatoes. The use of additional condiments and seasonings is permitted, result, subject refuses to consume the meal, note, nurse states that subject had been refusing meals during his medical maintenance. It is apparent that subject has lost 15 kilograms since initial ingestion of SCP-3178, experiment 3178-01.17, subject, D9382-03, time of deprivation, 98 hours 48 minutes, detail, subject was forced to consume one store-bought cookie and a glass of water, result, data redacted. Required infusion is injected into subject as medical maintenance. Subject's body responds abnormally to the procedure as infusion liquid is regurgitated out. Subject expires 1 hour after experimentation due to his body's continued rejection of any sustenance provided. Note, request for autopsy is pending. Recovery, SCP-3178 was first recovered in the pantry of B, then Minister of Education of The product was traced to a chain mini market within the slum of the city which Minister B resides in. Many incidents involving SCP-3178 have occurred for years, according to local residents of the slum. However, the socio-economic circumstance of the area had kept the instances of SCP-3178 and its victims under the radar. The issue was brought to the surface in January 2017 when government officials noticed Minister B behaving irrationally during a nationwide broadcasted campaign. It was then discovered that he had been consuming several amounts of the product which contains SCP-3178. All confiscated instances of SCP-3178 were exclusively found and extracted within the slums in the cities of and cannot be traced back further than the chain retail shop in which the product is sold in. Attempts to trace the product's source of manufacture have been linked to 3 cases of unexplained deaths of Foundation researchers. Incident 3178C, on //2017. Belongings of 2 personnel had gone missing and were found in the possession of test subject D3482-53. D3482-53 reported 4 instances of SCP-3178-1 closely following behind during an escorted excursion to the lavatory. When D3482-53 was left alone inside the cubicle, 2 instances of SCP-3178-1 handed him the previously missing wallets of Captain and Dr. Schroeder, the lead researcher at the time. The wallets were returned to the respective owners without further incident. D3482-53 noted that the instances of SCP-3178-1 were not happy about the return but did not engage in hostility. Incident 3178F, on //2017 D5837-3, a test subject purposely deprived of SCP-3178, expired due to poisoning. During an escort to a testing chamber, a janitorial personnel accidentally dropped a small dose of cleaning powder. 68 hours since her initial consumption of SCP-3178, D5837-3 could not resist to ingest the powder off the floor. Security personnel were too late to recover D5837-3 as she had already died due to the powder's high toxicity level. Addendum, on //2017 during experiment 3178-01.09, Dr. Sanchez reported seeing a creature matching the description of SCP-3178-1 when he passed by the SCP-3178 testing chambers while testing was in progress. Dr. Sanchez notably had his eyebrows singed off during an incident involving SCP. Investigation on the relation between these 2 incidents is currently ongoing.